picture that I just took, to put as a thumbnail is not it. It's not it at all. I just want to address something that nobody has really said they had a problem with, but I just feel like I should say something before somebody else says something. Hi Alexis, how are you? Please let me know if you have any questions, because if I don't upload the actual video, I just go live. So this is my time to like interact with you all, engagement. Yeah, so let me know if you have any questions. But hi Jadana. I'm sorry, I might not be saying it right. But I feel like it's crazy because like nobody really addresses it. But I just be feeling like people be like, girl, does she have any other clothes? So yeah, I like every time I'm on live, I'm wearing the same top. And I don't know what it is about my schedule, but that's just how it aligns. Hi Bree. That's just how it aligns. And I want y'all to know, I have more than one shirt. I do. But I do my laundry, and that's just the way it happens. That's just the way life happens. That every time I want to come on live, I have the same shirt on, and it just be given. Are you okay? Do you have a place to stay at night? Do you have a place to stay? And I do. It's just that something about me, like I'm the type of person where I could go on a shopping spree and I could just clean out Ross. I could clean out Ross, and I get home and I put all the new shirts I got in my closet, and I'll bypass all the new clothes that I got to go with my old faithfuls. And I don't know what it is, because I've done the same thing with shoes. Like, I knew that I needed more shoes. I bought more shoes, and then I let them sit in my closet and collect dust until one day I'm like, oh, I guess I have to break in my new shoes. And then I start wearing them, and then they become my favorites. Because that happened to one pair of shoes that I got. Like, I bought them, they were sitting in the box for a while, and then I was like, you should like try to wear them. I mean, you bought them, you spent your money on them, so I'm not gonna let them collect dust. So I started wearing them. I was like, dang, these are so comfy. Like, I really did not miss. And so they became my favorite shoes. So much so to the point where I got a hole like in the big toe. Like, that's how much I start. Like, all my shoes that I have, I will not stop wearing them like every day until they have a hole. And then I'll be like, okay, it's time to let them go. It's time to put them in the trash. But I just want to say, I have other tops. It's just that once I find a comfy one, I just don't want to stop wearing it. Like, it's so comfortable. I got this top from Target like a year ago, and I just keep wearing it over and over. Like, not over and over, you know what I be doing my laundry, but I just keep wearing it, and it's giving, do you have a home? Do you have a closet? And the answer is I do, but I just bypass all of my other clothes just to wear the stuff that I always wear. So yeah, I have a washing machine. I wash my clothes. I just keep wearing the same clothes over and over. But I tried to get on live the other day, and it didn't seem like anybody was coming in there. So I was only on for like 45 seconds. So then when I got off, I made sure to delete the live. And then I come back in my YouTube studio, and it was up. I was like, whoa, YouTube, let's relax. Like, why are we trying to expose Christian? But yeah, guys, I just wanted to let y'all know I have more clothes. I just don't wear them because I feel like for me, there's a breaking things in process. For me, like when I have something new, I feel like I have to break it in. Like I have to like wear it a couple times. Like you don't really feel confident in your new clothes until you break them in my opinion. So that's just what be happening over here. Let me play some music. I'm gonna go ahead and get this live copyrighted because I just cannot deal with the awkwardness of silence because I can't. But yes, please don't make this awkward, guys. I come on here for y'all. If it was up to me, we're not gonna talk about if it was up to me, but I come on here for y'all. And I said at 7 o'clock I'm gonna get on live, and here I am. So if you have any questions, if you want to discuss certain topics, please, please, please leave a comment and interact because, like I said, we don't do silence. We do engagement. We do interacting. Okay? So, what we can talk about is my podcast. And I'm really hesitant. To do a video on how to start a podcast because when I started, I got so many people asking me like, how did you do it? How did you do it? And I'm not trying to be mean, but I feel like sometimes we all have to acknowledge that we have so many resources at our fingertips that I feel like people don't really apply themselves. And it's like we all have Google and we all have the internet. So before you ask a person a question, sometimes it's good to just do a quick Google search. Because if I told you, like, I started my podcast, like, I had been thinking about, oh my god, freaking gnats. I had been thinking about starting a podcast for, like, well, one, y'all kept saying, Christian, your voice is just so calming, so relaxing. You should do a podcast. You should do ASMR. You should do this. You should do that. So I was like, okay. I want to start a podcast because I feel like I have a lot to say. And I feel like it could be beneficial for some people. And I think it would also be beneficial for me to be able to talk. So, the day that I decided, okay, I'm serious, I'm actually going to start, I started it within 24 hours. Well, like, not started it, but like, I created my Anchor account. I created my Apple Podcast account. And then the next day, I recorded my first episode. So, city living, y'all. City living. Please ignore that. I think it's the ice cream truck. Okay. But the process is quick. If you know that you want to do something, the process is pretty quick. So I am a little bit hesitant to handhold people through a process that's super duper simple. But I don't know. I feel like sometimes tutorials are helpful because people can do things differently than, let's say, Sally. And it's just helpful to know like what exactly that person did, but like I didn't do anything special. All I did was make an Anchor account and then I made an Apple Podcast account and that was it. So I really don't know if I do a video on it, gonna be like 45 seconds long. Like, I don't think that I have enough content for that to be an entire video. So that's kind of where I am with it. But I really am enjoying my podcast. I am trying to go through the process of not making it like every time, like, I'm a business minded person. And so every time I'm doing something, I'm always like, this could be another stream of income. Don't mess around. Like, this could really be another stream of income. And so, of course, that's in the back of my mind. Like, what if my podcast just blows up and I start getting brand deals, and then I just stop doing YouTube altogether? Because honestly, podcasting is low maintenance. It's pretty low maintenance. I don't like do too much editing in the middle. Like, whatever happens, if I stumble, if I'm tripping over my words, that's just what it is. So it's like really low maintenance, and I really enjoy it. But I'm trying to like get out the mindset of like everything doesn't have to be a way to make money. Like, I can just let things happen organically, and if it starts to be an income generator, 100%, great. But if it doesn't, like, I still feel like I'm discussing topics that I'm really passionate about. So it's benefiting me, and then the people that are listening, I hope that's also benefiting them. But I'm going to be dropping the 4th episode of the podcast tomorrow. It's coming out on Apple Podcast, Anchor, and YouTube at 8:30 tomorrow morning. So, yeah, I just found out that when I was doing my research, I found out that Wednesdays are a really popular day for podcast releases. There we go. I'm not sure what the science is behind that. I don't know if it's just like people just want to get it's the middle of the week and people need something to help get them through. But it's okay, breathe. That means you have a life. I'm going to virtually give you a high five because I really applaud people that are quote unquote not in the know because you actually have a life. Like, I feel like there's a certain level of like, if you're too involved in social media or the lives of other people, like, you might need to get some hobbies. But if you don't know what's going on in the social media streets, I feel like you're doing something right. But yeah, perfect divine timing. Now you know. So I don't know, maybe I need to work on my branding because I post all my podcast episodes on YouTube. So I don't know if YouTube is not showing. I mean, you're subscribed, so it's gonna be in your subscription box. But in terms of like them showing you on like your recommended page, I don't know about that. But yeah, I post to Anchor, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. So yes, episode 4 is dropping tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. So if you need something to listen to, or if you just want to support me, tune in to the Apprehensively Vulnerable podcast every Wednesday at 8:30 in the morning. Tomorrow's topic is going to be therapy and mental health. I'm going to be talking about my experience with therapy, individual therapy. That's good. I don't have any personal social media, so I can completely relate. And I really wish more people would like take a break to see just how much you don't need it, because it's crazy how when people ask me like in public, like, oh, what's your Instagram? First of all, you're a stranger. People are getting way too entitled these days. Why do you feel so comfortable asking for my Instagram when you're a stranger. Stranger danger. But anyway, yeah, but when I tell people I don't have Instagram, they're like, what? Huh? You're lying. You're lying. I'm like, I have nothing to lie about. I have nothing to lie about. I don't have Instagram. But yes, we're gonna be talking about my experience in therapy, mental health. Yeah, I just talked about therapy for almost an hour. Oh yeah, I really wanted to work on my podcast being longer because I was like, what are they supposed to do? They ain't gonna do nothing with no 20 minutes. So I'm working on making it longer because I really like long podcasts. Like podcasts that are like 30 minutes. I'm like, bro, I need more content because I expressed to you guys that I'm really working on my morning routine and not being on my phone. And so in the mornings, I don't do any social media, no YouTube, no any of that. I just go, it's either silence or a podcast. So I'll have like 3 or 4 podcasts ready to go. And usually I'm at the gym, so I just let them play. And then I don't allow myself to get on my phone at all until like 12:30 in the afternoon. So yeah, I'm working on making my podcast longer. I'm working on topics because you guys know 3 more weeks until I start my senior semester. It's gonna go by so quick. I already know it. I already know it. I'm so nervous. I have to do my senior thesis, and I've never choreographed a piece. I hate choreographing. I literally do. I am in the dance field to be a dancer. I did not sign up to be a choreographer. But for my degree, I need to make an 8 to 10 minute piece. So I'm just like, I keep having studio space, and I just be playing around in the studio. Like, I can't really, because I'm the type of person I have to, like, figure out what my theme is. Like, I can't just start creating from scratch in the studio. Like, my brain doesn't work like that. So, yeah, I need to figure out what the topic is going to be, what the music is going to be, because, honestly, rehearsals are going to be starting promptly. But, yeah. Definitely wanted to come on here and say hi to you guys because you did not get your intended Monday upload. So I wanted to come say hi. I'm gonna stay on for like 2 or 3 more minutes, and then I'm going to get off and enjoy the rest of my evening. I was thinking about doing like, oh yay, we're on our way out. I'm so excited to be done. I really am. I hope we can get across the stage without any more viruses interrupting our education process, because this is crazy. But yeah, I thought about doing a little like sip on live, because y'all know I'm like legal and stuff. So I was like, maybe, because I just bought a bottle of wine, and I was like, maybe I should do a little kiki on live. But like, I don't know. I don't think that's the vibe. I don't think that's the vibe. So yeah, I'll just sporadically go live. I don't think it's gonna be I think things cannot be as fun if you try to make them too structured. So that's where I am. That's where I am with life. I'm trying to get out my Taurus shell. I'm trying to get out my Capricorn rising. I'm trying to be more go with the flow. So yeah. Yeah, so that's where I am with it. I'm going to come on live when I come on live. And yeah, just be thankful for what what y'all get, because the way that my revenue be looking on YouTube, I just be like, girl, you are free to resign. Okay? You are free to go. Because, y'all, full transparency, you have to make $100 or more per month to get your YouTube check. And every month, I know that no matter how crazy my numbers are jumping up and down, I'm going to still get my YouTube check. But this month, I was skating on thin ice. I was like, please get to 100. Please get to 100. I need to get to that 300. I need to get to that $100 threshold so I can get my YouTube check. And I made 108. I was like, yeah, thank you for that 108, because what I have time for is if you don't make 100, you don't get your money. And they're not going to give you your money until you cross that $100 threshold. So it's really hard out here. It's hard to stay disciplined. You feel like you're not reaping the benefits of your hard work. And it's very discouraging. Very discouraging, because I see people on YouTube who do less than the bare minimum. Like I feel like YouTube can be a very artistic platform, so I'm not gonna say, oh, you're lazy with it, or I'm not gonna call people out or shame them for doing their niche or whatever is comfortable for them. But you post your morning routine every week. How do you post a morning routine every week? Because now I'm like, okay, are you making up routines? Because is your routine changing? I don't know. I just feel like some people's content can get really repetitive, and they get rewarded for repetitive behavior, like the pranks. Why are you doing cheating pranks on your boyfriend every other day? And we see him knowing that the camera is in the corner. So your boyfriend saw the camera in the corner. You're doing cheating pranks on him every other day, and y'all are getting 100,000 views per video. So when I see that type of stuff versus what I do, which is trying not to be repetitive, doing authentic vlogs, and basically trying to add value, and I see people doing very repetitive, inauthentic, non-genuine videos, and they're making big bank, it's frustrating. So yeah, that's just what it is. Yeah, so if y'all don't have any more questions, I said 2 more minutes, 6 more minutes ago, so if anybody has any questions, this has been great. I am very thankful for the people that do comment and do engage with all of the things that I post, because it can get really discouraging. And so when I do get those 2, 3, 4, 5 comments, I'm like, okay, some people are seeing me. And I appreciate that. So yeah, guys, I hope you have a great evening. And definitely tune in tomorrow morning at 8:30 EST. I forgot to say that 'cause I know some people are in different time zones, but tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Apprehensively Vulnerable podcast will be live for episode 4. So, yeah, thank you guys so much, and I will see you whenever I see you next.